Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this recipe I'm making some beef stroganoff. It's a classic Russian recipe and it's got multiple layers built in. So I'm going to start out with building some color, then moving on to depth, and then lastly building tons of flavor. So this gravy, it's basically a gravy that's going to be smothered over egg noodles and then topped off with tons of mushrooms and beef. I've already cut pieces and we want it lengthwise about the same thickness. Just make sure that all of them are almost the same so they cook evenly. And we also want it to cook up all at the same time. We don't want pieces that are overcooked and then some that are undercooked.
The goal here is to sear or chuck roast just to develop a beautiful brown coloring, and we also want to build a base for our sauce, which we will later be creating. So make sure that after your 10 minutes you remove your beef from your pan. And just as I did earlier with the beef, I'm also going to saute both the onion and the mushrooms for just a bit, basically until the onions are translucent and the mushrooms have wilted down to about half in size. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and remove that from the pan as well because I don't want to overcook that. So I'm going to go ahead and add some butter and melt it down. Once that's nice and melted, in goes the garlic. So I'm just going to saute that for a little bit, make sure it doesn't burn, and add my flour, give it a good stir. I want to remove all of that doughy flavor and add in our beef. So I'm just going to give this a nice stir once again before I add in my following ingredients. Once your beef stock goes in, make sure to bring down your heat to a medium-low and simmer this for about a good 40 minutes. That will ensure tender meat. And then the last 10 minutes I've added both the mushrooms and the onions and the sour cream and ground mustard mixture. So all I did is use some of that same beef stock to bring that sour cream mixture to room temperature and ensures that my sauce doesn't end up curdling. Here goes a good dose of both Italian parsley and chives.
And now for the taste test. A good glass of vino. And this. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of mushroom, beef, and noodle. And I like it because it has tons of flavor and it's super simple, but it's definitely a dish that you can totally mess up if you're not careful in how you cook your beef. So if you don't mind and pardon me, I'm going to enjoy this.